Oh, okay. Whoops, we back. Anyways, we're back. Episode number 120 of D-Friend Daily. Back in the building. We got a lot of things to get into today. We got Wack100. We got the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. We got more things like that. We got Pooh Shiesty going to jail and some other things. We're getting everything that we got to go today. You see the title of the video. So, like I was saying before I realized that I was muted, before we get into all that, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. If you're watching the replay, watching the live, whatever you're doing, make sure you subscribe. Also, you can go to SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, search up D-Friend Daily. If, you know, for some, by happenstance, you want to only listen to the audio versions, you can go and listen to the audio versions over there. Salute, trust, stay lit for keeping me right, because I would have known I'd have been sitting here for 45 minutes talking with no audio. So salute to you for letting me know that. So anyways, I think the first thing I want to get into is another episode of Leave Celebrities the Hell Alone. I mean, just because at the end of the day, I continue to say people are people and people will get tired of other people, whether you're famous or not famous. It's just the way of life. So Mike Tyson beat the shit out of a random passenger on a JetBlue flight. JetBlue first class, nice seats tucked away. And Mike Tyson happened to turn around and beat the shit out of this guy because he was doing what people do when they see celebrities bugging the shit out of them. Let's take a look.
Hey. Hey, Mike, come on. Let's go stop back. Let's do the horse, man. Come on. Hey. Hey, Mike.
Now, I know Mike is a little older. Mike might be about 50 years old or something like that, but Mike hitting him with the fucking undercuts. You don't want to get hit by those, regardless of how old Mike Tyson is. Because the reflex is still there. The power is probably not as powerful. You ain't getting hit by the prime Mike Tyson, but you still getting knocked back. So, initially, everybody sees the video, like, wonder what happened. Why would Mike do this? Was he having a bad day? Yada, yada. And I can tell you why Mike did it. Because as you can tell by this video, there was an annoying fucking guy bugging the shit at him on a flight. Take a look.
This is George talking to Mike Tyson, bro. This shit crazy, bro. Mike Tyson. My dog done got lit, man. He over here rapping with Tyson. Mike Tyson trying to give us some shrooms. You don't know how to act. Tyson looking out, man. This shit crazy as fuck.
You should have never gave you his money.
Peasants. They're peasants.
JetBlue, net flight. My boy just got beat up by Mike Tyson. Turn that way. Yeah, he got fucked up. Just trying to ask for an autograph, man. I don't know what happened.
First of all, this is a 420 shit, so obviously these guys are probably like out of their fucking minds. So we're gonna add you being high as hell, with also you being annoying as hell, with also the fact that we don't know what Mike Tyson was going through that day. And we're gonna just put all that together, and I'm gonna say you deserve to get your ass whooped. Because like I say all the time, quit bothering people. Leave people the hell alone. Obviously, the first time you say, hey, I'm Mike Tyson, yeah, obviously you probably a fan. I'm Mike Tyson. I know it comes with being famous. I know it comes with being Mike Tyson. But you can't sit up there over my seat. I know motherfuckers ain't scared of COVID no more. I don't know Mike Tyson. Maybe Mike Tyson ain't really with the COVID shit. You breathing all on my goddamn neck. Get out of my face. I got somewhere to go. I got somewhere to be. And you breathing down my neck. Mike Tyson had to turn around and hit him with a couple of things. And then you see this homeboy that was filming. You filming all this annoying ass shit. And then it's one of those things, like, people be so confused when they get to ask whether they talking shit about somebody or they're just being annoying as hell. And then when they end up getting their ass whooped, they get to looking around like, what happened? You heard his homeboy, Mike Tyson beat him up. We don't even know what happened. He was just asking him for an autograph. This man was doing some wild shit behind the seat. And Mike Tyson said, you know what? I'm tired of it. I'm whooping your ass. To me, this is just another lesson of leaving people the hell alone. I don't care if he's famous. I know people will. Well, you're famous. You sign up for these things. And hey, at the end of the day, people are people and people get fed up. If you're a regular motherfucker working at McDonald's, you allowed to get fed up. If you're the most famous person in the world, you allowed to tell people to leave you the hell alone. And if them people don't leave you the hell alone, you know, you can figure out how you want to handle it yourself. Now, it was interesting because I feel like Mike Tyson just got into a little thing that was a little bit more serious a couple weeks ago, but that had something to do with a guy pulling a gun on Mike Tyson, wanting to fight Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson being Mike Tyson, being a fighter probably isn't the best thing, to be around people that are high and be around people that are drunk, because people like to play. They're like, oh, look at this fighter. Like, hey, let's fight. Let's play fight. Might get a little too rough. Don't play with a fighter. I don't care if he's a UFC champion, a boxing champion. You don't got to be a champion. Anybody who's a fighter, don't fuck with those people. because they will fuck you up. And as you see by this JetBlue guy, he got fucked up. It's a great story to tell. Like, he could just say, hey, Mike Tyson beat the shit out of me. Tell his kids, hey, look at this guy. This guy's Mike Tyson. Show him prime footage, him knocking out people left and right. And then look at your daddy. He hit me a couple times. I didn't get knocked out. I made it. But that ain't the life you want to live. Leave celebrities the fuck alone. And then you want them like end up like this guy on JetBlue. I don't see nothing wrong with Mike Tyson did. Leave people the hell alone. So anyways, speaking of people that's being left the hell alone, Pooh Shiesty, man, it's a tragic situation. The guy on his way, I don't want to say on the way to the top. That might be, putting a little too early. I don't want to say on the way to the top, but a guy on his way to major prominence has now been hit with a 5-year sentence on only one of his charges so far. So I think he has another trial for something else. But whatever he was doing with the feds, he got a 5-year sentence. So let's take a listen to hip hop's resident lawyer guy on social media and see what he got to say about it.
Pooh Shiesty sentenced to 63 months, that's 5.25 years, on his federal felony for conspiracy to commit a violent crime or a drug offense using a firearm. He has already served about 1 year. That leaves 4.25 years. Typically, with good time served, participating in certain programs, he can get out after maybe serving 80 to 90% of his time. Look for Pooh Shiesty to be back out and about in less than 4 years' time on the streets. This is an amazing result. He was out on a state charge. He picked up this charge in Florida, which was a federal shooting charge. And then while he had this federal shooting charge, he got another charge for discharging a firearm in a nightclub. That was another federal charge. Prosecutors had recommended 8 years. He got 5.25. He's already served 1. With good behavior, he'll be out in less than 4.
All right, so that's the sentencing for Pooh Shiesty, 5.25. He's already served 1. And the potential to get out earlier than that. I think, honestly, in my opinion, going to prison as a young artist in today's day and age is not good for you. It's not good for your career. And I am wondering the type of hype. And I don't even know how old Pooh Shiesty is. Like, let's just say Pooh Shiesty's 21. I'm going to look it up right now because I want to get his exact age just so I can, better understand this take that I'm about to give about him. Pooh Shiesty, okay, he's 21 years old. So Pooh Shiesty's 21. He'll potentially get out of prison when he's 24, 25. Still very relatively young in his career. But as we've seen, there have been rappers that go to jail with tons of hype behind them and get out. And people are excited that you're out. They'll praise you. They'll do this. They'll do that. But at some point, you've missed that window. And I'm curious because we saw the experiment happen with Bobby Shmurda. Everybody in the industry was, when Bobby comes home, we're going to celebrate him. We're going to uplift him. He's going to be the biggest. He's going to be big as that. Bobby Shmurda's been out for a year. Nothing has really taken off. Now, people will blame him for that, either his sound or him dancing or him not dropping music as soon as he got out. He should have, whatever. It ain't working out. Even Roddy Rebel. Roddy Rebel wasn't as big as a Pooh Shiesty or a what's his name, or Bobby Shmurda when he went to jail. But even when he came out, it's like people act like when you get out of prison, they're going to love you, support you, and blow you up. But a lot of times in the music industry, there's already been 1 million views by the time you get out. So there's going to be another Pooh Shiesty that comes out. Pooh Shiesty isn't a rare occurrence. They might like Back in Blood. They might love the energy, the streets. But sadly for him, within the next 4 years, there will be another street guy that may be better than him, that people like more. And when he gets out of jail, I'm curious to see how his career goes. I'm always curious by that jail stint to see how people's careers can prosper and go. Because even think about a guy like Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates is great. Kevin Gates is amazing. I think he's one of the most talented guys of the past, however long he's been out, right? Since I've been on him since about 2014, but I think he's one of the most talented guys. I think he was on a great run. He dropped that great album that had like 2 phones and all that shit on it. And then he got sent to prison for like 2 years. He came out, still dropped good records, but I feel like his trajectory was stalled in what it would have been if he never went to jail. And that's just how I feel about it. And I know in today's society, fans are fickle. Fans are here today, they're gone tomorrow. So hopefully Pooh Shiesty is able to get out of prison and, ride the momentum that he had before he went to jail. But in today's youth culture with hip hop and rap, I just don't know if he's going to be able to garner that same amount of praise, that same amount of love when he finally gets out of jail, what is it, 3-4 years from now. We're looking at 2026. The rap landscape will be completely different by 2026. Think about 4 years ago. Think about 2018, 2017. Who was all here? Who was running the game? And where are they now? A lot of them are gone. A lot of them are doing whatever they're trying to do. We see people like Smoke Perp performing for 4 people. And I'm not comparing Pooh Shiesty to Smoke Perp. I think that Pooh Shiesty was on another level than a Smoke Perp. But my point is, it's easy to be here one day and then gone tomorrow and getting charges on top of charges while you're in your prime. To me, I haven't seen it work out for it. You could correct me if I'm wrong. You could try to point out a rapper that went to prison, came out, and was great. The only person I could really think of that really transformed himself was maybe Gucci, but I don't even know if Gucci was as big as he was before he went to jail. I just don't know, right? Because I remember the Boosie era. I remember when Boosie was in jail for a long time. Everybody in school, this is like middle school, high school time. People was, man, when Boosie get out, we're going to love him, support him, do all this, do all that. Boosie came out. Now, you can say he wasn't producing the greatest music, but I think it's just one of those things. Like when you're dead, they'll support the hell out of you because they don't have you in arm's reach. And when you're in jail, they know they don't have you. They'll support you until you get out of jail and you're there in front of them. And they ain't really giving that support that they claimed they were going to give you before you went into jail. I hope he gets the support. I hope he's able to come out, have a prosperous career, get his life on track. He paid his debt to society, be successful again, make millions of dollars, provide for his family, do all these things. But I don't know. Kodak's a good example. Kodak did, yeah, okay, that's a good example. Kodak was able to do that. Kodak was able to. I said Gucci and Kodak. That's a good one. I wouldn't even think about Kodak. Because when Kodak was in jail, I didn't even feel like Kodak was in jail that long. But also, was Kodak still dropping music while he was in prison? That's what Pooh Shiesty has to do. Pooh Shiesty has music. He still needs to be dropping music while he's in prison. And I think that's what Gucci did a good job of doing too. Gucci was still dropping mixtapes from prison. So Pooh Shiesty, if he has music stored up, I don't know, him, Big 30, whoever he does collabs with, and I think he signed to Gucci. And Gucci knows a thing or two about being in prison for a while and still preserving your career. Maybe we should get some songs from Gucci. I mean, not from Gucci, from Pooh Shiesty. Don't let it sit away. Don't sit away 4 years without new music. I know Back in Blood is great. I know Shiesty Season is great. But don't sit back and be like, you know what, hey, them niggas will listen to Shiesty Season till I come out. No. Drop music. Try to figure out how to get features. Do whatever you got to do to preserve your career when you get out. Follow the Gucci and the Kodak Black myth. So, yeah. 5 years is a long time, I feel like, in rap. I feel like 5 years in rap is like 10 years in real life. Probably even more than that. It feels like it's like 20 years in real life. Shiesty still knew they wasted too much time to drop music. Even a jail mixtape will keep him alive in the game. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He still got to drop music. He got to do something. So anyways, I know yesterday I spoke briefly about this new drama. It's all like caddy drama shit, right? It's street guys, but it's caddy drama. But I did want to do my due diligence, and I did want to play the audio for you guys so you guys can hear it yourself. Because I kind of did a little bit of a disservice yesterday. When I spoke about it, me and Bryce spoke about it. I put a little extra sauce on what was actually going on. I said that Wack100 said that Nipsey was hitting her from the back and then got nutted on her face and then he grabbed her by the hair. I saw that somewhere, so I misrepresented that point. But still, I want you guys to listen to it. And this is about Nipsey and Wack saying he got a tape, and then we're getting into another one that Hassan Campbell dropped today in reference to Big U, who is, and I don't know because I'm not from LA, but they say a big top dog in LA, right? We'll listen to that. But let's listen to the Nipsey one first, because I can honestly say I kind of misrepresented. It's still crazy what he said, but I think I threw a little bit too much extra sauce on top of it. Let's take a listen.
Nipsey got killed by his own homeboy, bro. But Nipsey know you wasn't that. You ain't that type of nigga. You don't even do nothing. You ain't never put the work in fucking with a nigga that's a body man. Everybody know dude's a body man. I've been saving his career, bro. Nipsey got gay shit on him, bro. Also with my mama. We got all the footage.
Wow.
Yeah, nigga, he paying a nigga to fuck his baby mama with him. His baby mama sucking the other nigga dick. Nipsey behind the bitch fucking her. He pulls his dick out the bitch, go grab the bitch by her hair, pull her mouth off the nigga dick, tongue kiss the bitch, and put her mouth back on the dick. Neighborhood crib. We got all the footage, bro.
Hey, I think I got more I'm gonna play, but like that's a wild shit. Like the imagery, the detail, Nipsey doing that. And God rest his dead. I think it is so distasteful to to speak about this man after his death. I don't know if I believe it. I feel like a lot of shit is shock value. I don't see why he would lie, but I just can't. I don't want to see the footage, but I just can't believe that's something that's really going on, right? But to do all that, and then to say that Nipsey Hussle yelled out neighborhood crip, like, come on. That just seems a little bit too much. And I'm starting to feel like with this Hassan and Wack100 shit, I wouldn't put it past both of them for this to be a play for more attention, a play for more fame, to even, like, this is like a setup between them two. Like, yeah, they're beefing, but they know it's going to amplify their shit. Hassan Campbell was posting, he's got a Patreon where he's posting the exclusive things. See what he has to say about Nori and Gilly and all these other media people. See what he has to say about this person and that person. And then Wack, obviously, he got his 100 show, his Clubhouse shit. I would not be surprised if this is some kind of ploy to kind of blow up both of their platforms off the back of this drama, whether it's manufactured or not. But let's continue the video.
Oh.
They know I got it. They know I got the shit, bro.
Yo, isn't that Big U niece or some shit like that, though?
Fuck no, bro. Big U, bro. Big U is the biggest kind of snake you can find, bro. Yeah,
all right, and then I'm going to get to the other Big U, because I think he uploaded a new Big U video today. But from what I've seen, Wack100 and this Big U guy, who's, I guess, former leader of the Rolling 60s, big gang guy, former gang. I don't want to put the gang shit still on him, but he's a guy they say, you know, one of those guys you got to talk to when you come out to LA. And I've talked about the whole check-in culture and how I think it's stupid, detrimental to black people, yada, yada, yada. But that's what they do. That's how they operate. I'm not a street guy. Leave it up to them. But this is the new footage that he dropped on Big U. So in that clip, he was beginning to say that Big U is a snake. But in this new clip, he goes further to describe what I would say is his disdain for Big U. Let's take a listen to that.
I had to tell Big U, hey, watch your mouth, bro. I see you doing the slick shit with Jim Jones. I said, I wonder what the world would think if they knew right when the nigga died, you try to get me to go after 30% of all this shit because you said you had a contract on it. You know what I told the nigga? Hey, bro, you wasn't pushing that while he was alive. I'm not fucking with that. That's punk shit. You were just hanging with the nigga. The nigga died. Now you want to go claim 30%? That's supposed to go to his kids.
Now that's the nigga that I might have a problem with going out there, because him and Jim Jones was talking slick about me.
Yeah, bro, that nigga ain't gonna do nothing, especially with me. But don't worry about it. He ain't about that. He running around with sweats on all day, bro. And they don't even keep a hammer on him. I know the nigga, bro. I know him. Know him, his family. I know him, bro. He ain't running. That nigga, them niggas don't run nothing like that out here, bro. Don't believe the hype. You do not believe the hype. 6ix9ine, one of them niggas blocked. The harder they were gonna violate them niggas, bro. What that tell you?
Nobody was there.
2 o'clock in the afternoon, bro. It's real shit. It ain't what it used to be, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't none of this shit what it used to be, bro. And that nigga 55 years old, bro. He's scared to go back to jail.
I mean, you know what? My whole thing is, as long as I got a fair fight, niggas come at me and I got heat to hold myself down, I don't give a fuck. I just don't want to be in a position where niggas got heat to me and I got to be humble.
Whenever you land out here, bro, that ain't the problem, bro.
Right.
This is all I want you to think about. They talk a lot of shit about Wack. We in L.A. You see them niggas coming playing with me?
Nope.
I'm out here moving. All my cars is bright. Everything I drive is noticeable. Nigga, they see me, nigga. I'm posting flyers where we gonna be at clubs, all that. Concerts, all that. Just studio, like, bro, like, these niggas be talking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They be talking, bro. They be talking, bro. Them same niggas you talking about when they went to war, guess who they had to come see to get their tools, bro? Big you all up. Wack. Crip nigga gotta come see me. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they go to war with each other, so I don't give a fuck. Them niggas kill each other all day long.
All right, so that's pretty much the gang shit, the street shit. I ain't got nothing to say about that. I don't know nothing about that. He's Big U of the Crips and Wack100 is the Pyrus. When it comes to them beefing on that type of level, that is straight gang LA shit. LA niggas can deal with all that. My points that I'm talking about is the fact that We got old ass niggas who are street niggas who claim to be cool with other people, gossiping about each other. Hassan Campbell ain't in the clear. He's got the information, but he's recording conversations of a nigga he just met. And like Trail the Photographer, Trey Stay List said, why do you feel comfortable letting a man that you probably just met, haven't even met in real life yet, all this information? Like you said, you know Big U, his whole family. Y'all might have a rocky relationship right now. You say he did a video with Jim Jones and you don't fuck with Jim Jones, but you fuck with 6ix9ine and they don't like 6ix9ine. Whatever it is, right? Why do you feel comfortable telling this guy that? Because to me, it made me feel like you tell anybody's business. And the other thing about this I thought about too was the game defends Nipsey Hussle vehemently. Whenever Nipsey died, anything that was resembling disrespect, he was on it. And I know he's seen this come out. Now I know Wack100 is his longtime manager. It's probably his boy. It's probably his OG, whatever. Maybe he said something to him behind the scenes. I'm not saying he has. I don't know. But with everybody else, it was a public display of outward frustration and anger. But this, as Wack100's guy, I saved his career. I got footage on this. He had the Kim K footage because of Ray J. He got this. I'm wondering, do he got something on the game? Now, I'm not saying no gay thing like he's talking about Nipsey, but I'm just saying, do he have something on the game? Do he got something on Blueface? Is that the way he's able to corral and control these people? And it just further makes me think that the industry is a very, like, bro, I feel like us as fans of music, like we really just, like we may think we breaking through a little bit under the surface to see some of the slimy, nasty shit, but I feel like there's probably an entire, under that surface that we see, like there's surface of a shit, there's like, we see some of the behind the scenes shit, nigga doing this, dudes doing that, dudes doing wrong, getting scammed, doing this. But I feel like there's an entire underbelly of shit that we have yet to see within the music industry. Another layer that a documentary may be made about one day or whatever that we don't even get to see, we don't even hear about. I feel like the only things we do hear about is shit they just can't hide or they want us to hear about. And like I said, if that thing with Nipsey is true, that's just an example of it's probably a darker, deeper mess that they got in the industry that we will probably never know about anybody. And this is another reason why with the 6ix9ine shit, it's like, y'all mad at 6ix9ine for snitching. I get it. He was with the guys, he was running around with him, he snitched, whatever. There's honor against man, it's the code, but like, all I see daily from street guys on Clubhouse and Instagram and Twitter is immoral shit. Everybody stands on morals, but then we continuously every single day see other guys doing immoral shit. And I mean, that's all I can say about it. It's just immoral shit. And I feel like, I mean, the only reason it's all driven off of fear is I don't think it's really off respect. Like you respect this person as a man. It's not even specific to Wack100. It's any street guy you run across. It's not like I respect him. He's a stand-up guy. It's just like, hey, I'm fearful that either they're going to beat me up, rob me, kill me. So I have to bow down to this individual entity. Because even when they was trying to check him on it on Clubhouse, I seen the Clubhouse shit where they're trying to bring him in and check him. He just spin cycling these guys. And I don't even know how on Clubhouse you think you're going to get real conversations. A million people screaming at one time. You're never going to get the real conversation. And I see people in comment sections saying they should take out Wack. They should kill Wack. I don't think they should kill nobody. For like, yeah, we going to kill people. I think you can get called out on it. I think you could be like, okay, this guy might be slimy. I might need to stay away from him. This is the way he talked about his supposed at one time friends to people he just met. Like, it's not even that him and Big U could be beefing. We've seen them together. We've seen them do podcasts together. We've seen them interact together. We've seen them be on good cordial terms. I don't know what they do behind the scenes. But my point is, you're willing to down talk me, regardless if we're having an issue right now because of Jim Jones, to a guy you just met. So, I mean, bro, you could talk to me about to anybody at that point. And I think that's really the nasty part of all is that part. And you're telling detailed information. You're saying Nipsey was killed by his homeboy. They knew about it. As soon as Nipsey died, he was trying, and like I said, that's kind of nasty too. Unless he had a legit contract with 30% from Nipsey, then, I mean, get your money. If you have a legit contract signed by Nipsey and you want to procure your 30%, I know it'll look nasty in the beginning because he just died, but I mean, if that's there, it's a contract is a contract. But to be given that information to a guy you just met, and then Hassan recorded it all. I know you didn't know he recorded, but he recorded it all, which is a different conversation. And also now he's untrustworthy because if you're a person who ever meets Hassan Campbell, you go on the phone with him, don't say nothing to him. You probably shouldn't be telling him nothing anyways, but just know he's probably recording your phone call. And you can, in today's society, if you're famous or you're a podcaster, you're a media person, and you go on the phone with somebody, just assume they're recording you. Assume when you meet them in person, they're recording you. And just don't say no stupid shit. So that's pretty much like, and I'm sure there's more shit. He had some with Nori where he said he could squeeze the Drink Champs. And I heard him talk about on Clubhouse. He could squeeze the Drink Champs to get them to do an interview. He got Adam 22 in his back pocket. If I call him up, he'll do the interview with you. He says it's a difference of lingo. So I let it go like that. But I feel like, well, Hassan said he got more audio to where he's talking shit about Gillingham. So maybe that'll come out later. But initially, whatever. It's just a wild story. It's crazy to see like the old, like I said, quote unquote, the gangsters, like the guys at academics are despised in hip hop. They get talked shit about because they do whatever they do. They look a little corny. They talk a little corny. But then these guys are the guys that people praise. And now I'm seeing it's more of a praising out of fear than actually like a respecting of how this guy represents himself. That's how I look at it. Because if you look at this shit like this, whether it's the truth or not, to hold on to a tape, to say you're saving somebody's career, then to tell somebody you just met about all this information, I think that shit's a little crazy. Let me see what y'all talking about in the comment section, man. So he most definitely has something over the game. Him and the game got the same personality type. You right, though, it's some dark ish going on in the industry. Everyday Wack100 lives up to his name. We need tweets, notifications, IG posts, phone calls, and text messages for when you go live. Even if Nip is gay, there's a tape. It's foul that it has to come out this way. How else would it come out? Nipsey wouldn't release it himself if he was still alive. But I do think Wack might have a point about Nipsey on Hood killing him. I mean, these dudes not really gangster. The last time they put in work was in the 80s and the 90s. But even the way he said, like, when they went to war, I don't give a fuck about them killing each other. It's just like, even that rhetoric, like the thing about me is like, he posted a thing today that I saw on his page. He posted a thing like police brutality, right? There was a guy getting arrested. This is on Wack100's page. There's a guy getting arrested by the police. And they was doing him a little wrong. They're doing him a little violently. But you can't, you can't cry about, to me, and this is my opinion, you can't cry, and I know black on black crime, yada, yada, people, it's not the same thing as police, whatever. You can't cry about that and then glorify how you provided the quote unquote, and he said it in the thing, tools to help these guys kill each other. I don't give a fuck if they kill each other. You talk about black men destroying each other, but then you're crying about the police. I just don't think those two things can correlate. It's not to say that people can't bring up police brutality, but my thing is, don't demonize this, but then glorify this. Now, a lot of people that bring up black on black crime and police brutality, they're not glorifying the black violence, but in this instance, you're glorifying, I don't give a fuck if they kill each other, they go to war with each other, I'm providing this, crip on crip, whatever. Don't cry about the police if you cool with this. That's my opinion. So, Wack was so obsessed with talking about Nipsey, he wasn't even concerned with the possibility of Hassan recording. That's the crazy part. Like, bro, you gotta be on the watch out for guys because they will record you and then they'll blast you and then you'll be like, what do I say? So, the last thing I want to discuss, something else that's nasty in the world today. It's like that in the new Batman movie. Really was as obsessed with talking shit about Bruce Wayne. He couldn't see the possibility that Bruce was Batman. Snowfall season crazy. Don't talk about Snowfall. I ain't watched it yet. Don't talk about. I got my last episode to watch today. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to see it. I'm watching it today. So, anyways, the last thing I want to talk about is this Johnny Depp shit. Now, I don't know if you guys know anything about this Johnny Depp shit, but this just correlates to me in the way of the Believe All Women movement, the Me Too movement, women taking advantage of men in powerful positions to try to take them down to their knees. And this is what I'm seeing so far in this defamation trial for Johnny Depp. And if you do not know what happened, his former wife, Amber Heard, came out and said she was a victim of domestic abuse. And at first she was vague about it. And then she pointed to Johnny Depp and said that he did it. You know what happened in that time? Me Too was rampant. It was in the Believe All Women phase. What happened to Johnny Depp? He got dropped out the Harry Potter franchise, the new, what's the shit called? The Fantastic Beasts franchise. He was literally the lead villain in it. Very great character. I like Fantastic Beasts myself. I haven't watched the new one yet, but he was the lead bad guy in the movie. This Amber Heard shit happened. He's not in the movie no more. I believe he almost, I think he might have got dropped from, hey, don't calm down. He got, I think the Pirates of the Caribbean is gone. But this is just another correlation of, and it makes me, and honestly made me think about the Meg Thee Stallion Tory Lanez shit, because I'm like, okay, Amber Heard is a celebrity. She is an Aquaman. She is an actress. So her being found out lying does impact her in some sort of type of way. So it made me think about the Tory Lanez situation a little bit different as well. Like, okay, maybe there are people out here doing some crazy shit like this. Maybe there are some people that are willing to throw away someone else's life in hopes that they're not found out that they're lying as well. But I want to show you some video. So she claimed that Johnny Depp was beating the shit out of her doing a lot of things, right? So this is in court, I believe yesterday. This is Johnny Depp just reacting and watching as audio of her talking about punching him and trying to, minimize it goes on in court.
I said to Travis, I said to you, hey, tell Travis what just happened.
You told me to do it. You told me to. You said, go do that.
I said, no, tell him what just happened.
And I lied.
And that you punched me in the fucking thing. And
you figured it out.
And you said, no, I didn't. What the fuck are you talking about? And I watched you lie. And then
I didn't punch you, by the way. I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
You've been in a lot of fights. You've been around a long time. I know. Yeah.
No, when you fucking have a close
You didn't get punched. You got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this, but I did not punch you. I did not fucking deck you. I fucking was hitting you. I don't know what the motion of my actual hand was, but you're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
How are you tough?
What am I supposed to do? Do this? I'm not sitting here bitching about it, am I? You are. That's the difference between me and you. You're a fucking baby.
Because you started.
You are such a baby. Grow the fuck up,
because you
Johnny.
started physical fights.
I did start a physical fight.
Yeah, you did. So I had to get the fuck out of there.
So she ruined this man's life. And I get it. People be like, well, a man shouldn't be crying about getting hit by a woman. It's a woman at the end of the day. The point is that a woman could come out and say that you beat the shit out of her. Right? Not even beating the shit. Just you hit her, like how she was downplaying, slapping him or punching him or whatever she's doing. Just the way she was downplaying it. That could be the same thing for a man. And as we saw what happened to him, he could lose everything. And then now we're finding out that she's the one on the other end of the abusing. And I'm curious to see, I don't know what she was doing before this. I don't know what acting gigs she had. But this shit fucking defamation. I mean, I get it. He probably lost hundreds of millions of dollars. Johnny Depp gets paid a lot of money to do movies. Motherfucker, you gotta go to prison for lying me. I ain't gonna lie to you. You gotta go to prison for lying to me on me like this, because I don't think Amber Heard. Who's gonna pay him $100 million? I don't think Amber Heard has $100 million to pay Johnny Depp. How's he gonna get that money? She ain't gonna get no roles in Hollywood after this. She shouldn't. But like I said, it's just one of those things that happen in today's society where, hey, if you're a guy and you getting your ass beat, people probably won't, people care because it's Johnny, and I feel like it's because she lied on him. But if this was just a case of Johnny Depp saying he was abused by this woman, everybody'd be like, why the fuck you still there? You laughing at the nigga, get the fuck out of here. All this type of shit, right? So, and you can also, there's another video. I think this is a deposition of this girl. And just imagine if this was a guy. Just imagine if this was Ray Rice. When Ray Rice what he did to that woman was vile. He shouldn't have knocked out in the elevator. It was vile. I'm not condoning. I'm not doing none of that. But just imagine if we saw a deposition of Ray Rice released where he's smiling about punching this person, in the reaction that will be had all over social media. Let's watch.
I reacted, but the door thing, I remember. I never did that. That wasn't on purpose. I might have done it on accident.
Okay.
But
so let's say that was an accident. I then stood up. I don't even know if I said. I might have said like, "What the fuck?" Whatever. Because I just been hit in the head with the fucking corner of a door.
I'm so sorry. I did not. I'm sorry.
And then I stood up. And then you fucking clocked me.
I remember hitting you as a response to the door thing. Mm. Mm. And I'm really sorry about hitting you with the door or hitting your head. I did not mean to, nor...
You didn't mean to hit me in the head with the door, but you meant to punch me in the jaw.
I meant to hit you, and I did not do this thing with the door. I do remember, I did mean to hit you.
So that you didn't mean?
The door? No, God, no, I didn't.
But punching me in the jaw.
I didn't. Okay, I'm sorry.
So on the tape, you tell.
So you see her rolling the eyes, minimizing or whatever. And I get it. Like I keep saying, a woman beating on a man, nobody's gonna give a fuck. She probably didn't beat the shit out of him. It wasn't no Ray Rice situation. He didn't end up looking like Rihanna, and that's not a joke. I'm just saying, as far as the physical abuse going on, it's just the fact that in today's society, we bitch and moan about motherfuckers like Fresh and Fit doing this, doing that. We got shit like this going on all across America, and it gets brushed under the rug, and nobody will say nothing about it. And she can ruin his life and ruin his career because we live in a society where to believe all women, no women can lie. Me too this, me too that. And then the guy's career gets ruined. We see it unfold publicly. And like Trailer Photographer said, someone in another judge, I think it was in Britain, like dismissed the case. Like, whatever. Bro, this shit lit. Like, could you imagine being Johnny Depp? Having movies on movies, making probably 30, 40, $50 million a movie. And then getting labeled a domestic abuser during the Me Too movement when you were the one actually getting abused. You know how gaslighting that probably is for a guy like Johnny Depp? I'm the one getting my ass whooped. And because she's a woman, I'm losing everything. And she's in fucking Aquaman. And I'm losing everything. I got a Harry Potter franchise, not the actual Harry Potter, but a spin-off of Harry Potter. Obviously, Pirates of the Caribbean is a big fucking movie. And I got to deal with this shit because society is cool with, it's double standard shit. It's like we can't want equality for everything and not equality for everything when it goes on the other side. Like you want equality for everything that has to do with being a man, but you want equality with everything that has to do with being a woman. And as it just unfolds, you see more and more shit. He's a millionaire, so I don't feel too bad. He's probably still rich as fuck. I'm not saying like I feel bad to where like whatever, but losing an additional $50 to $100 million, I could just imagine, that's something you just don't want to lose. This is on him. I mean, what do you mean it's on him? What's it on him for? Because he stayed with her, or like what do you mean it's on him? It's not a trial. It's not a criminal trial. It's a lawsuit. She defamed me. She libeled me, and for those losses, I'm suing you for the money. That's what this is. All on him. Stop simping and keep it pushing. I mean, if that's like, we're going to just, he stayed. Yeah. But bro, everybody, like I think, are you in a relationship, Trill? Have you ever been? I mean, I can say, I'm sure you've been in a relationship at some point in your life. But like, it's simple just to be like, oh, just leave, or he should have left. But like, bro, people get in arguments all the time. Real life couples fight all the time. There's people who you would think are probably the biggest, most alpha that got in fights with their wife, and they've stayed at their home because it's just something that happens within a course of a relationship. Everybody isn't just, oh, she hit me, I'm gone. Oh, he hit me, I'm gone. That's not the reality of life. That's what that'd be in the perfect world, or you could say that's maybe what you would do. But in reality, that's not what most people don't do that. Most people get into fights and arguments and this and that, and they stick around, they stay. And that's what most people probably do. Most people just don't get slapped, male or female, and be like, I'm leaving. Pack their shit up, close the door, and they out the window. He has an easy opportunity to do that because obviously he's Johnny Depp. He's a millionaire. He can fly from here to whatever. He can be gone the next day. It doesn't even matter. But if we're going to be like, you talk about logically, most people don't do that. Now you can say logically they probably should to get out of a toxic situation, but we're talking about the majority of people in society, in the world. Most people do not do that. Because most people say, oh, maybe it's just a bad day, or it's not a major red flag for me, or this happened or that happened. Most people will stay. Now I don't know what the length of the abuse is, right? Because I've only seen this door story and then this story of her punch. I don't know if it was like she was beating my ass every single day of my life. Now, if you get your ass beat every single day of your life, that's a different story. But if we're gonna say she comes out and says I abuse her, I beat on her, I lose all my shit, and then I'm gonna bring up these two instances of you abusing me. And how now I've lost everything. I think that's something to say. Also, people need to be smarter. Have something in your context where your money is guaranteed, and he could have released this audio to Hollywood execs a while back before being blackballed. Yeah. I think for him, he was saying that from what I read, right, from him, which is stupid, like I get it's stupid. He was saying that people were telling him, don't fight against it. If you fight against it, you'll be looked at as bad, and because the Me Too era was still whatever. They'll try to act like you're not taking accountability, and it could end up being worse for you than it already is, and all these things like that. Which I said, me personally, I would like to believe that if I was on the verge of losing a $50 to $100 million bag, fuck people saying, getting mad, saying I'm victim shame. I don't give a fuck. I'm putting the audio out. I'm putting the tape out. So that's what I would do. That's what I would say. But I don't know what Johnny Depp was on at that time. I think this is a thing for him to, it's like for him, it's like you said, will he ever work again? I think he'll work again. I think it's for him to try to get career redemption. Because obviously, like I said, I don't think Amber Heard has $100 million or $200 million, however much he's actually suing for. I don't think he has that. She doesn't have that to give him. I think this is more of a career closing of that chapter, exposing the truth in a way that everybody in the world can see. You can't manipulate it. You can't nitpick it. Like, it's out there for everybody to see. That's what I think. So I'm going to read these last couple comments, and then I'm up out of here. So, Tracy listed, I've been in an abusive relationship, and the situation they went through is really small compared to other things I've been through with the damaged woman. Shit took me 2 years to leave my abusive relationship. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not as cut and dry as like, oh, she hit me, I'm gone. Because like I said, a lot of people don't do that. It would be the perfect situation. Like, we can say, like, yeah, as soon as anybody hits you, as soon as anybody does anything to you, leave, run away, get away from them. But if we're going to be realistic in today's society, male or female, that does not happen. It just doesn't happen. For whatever reason it is, I don't know I don't know Trey Stay Lit's reason for staying in the relationship. I just don't know. But, you know, I feel like that happens more times than not. And I was going to talk about the Trey Songz thing, but I'm going to get about it. Trey Songz, a girl who says that Trey Songz sexually assaulted her, released a video of him pulling her titty out in front of people, and it looked a little bit wild, looked a bit crazy. But I'm not going to get into that right now. Talk about that shit later, maybe at another date, another time. This is the Thursday episode of the D-Friend Daily Podcast. I hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure you subscribe, if you're not subscribed already. Also, go to my social medias. My bad, Trail, I forgot to post today, but go to my social medias. Follow me there. And, you know, follow me, turn notifications, follow me on Instagram, get the clips, get the whatever, send me stories, send me shit. I interact with people who send me shit. Sims man, put hands on me. I'm out, nothing else needed. All right. But, well, you know, you're young, you're still 23. You'll see how your relationship's pan out. And, you know, the simps thing, I mean, that's a nice thing to say on social media, but it's not always reality in real life for every man. It's easy to say, you know, a lot of things are easy to say when you're not in a situation. It's easy to say what you would do, but you never know what you would do in that situation. Don't tell me nothing else. I'm about to ban you for talking about the goddamn snowfall shit. I'm about to watch it right now. I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Make sure you subscribe, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes. Search up D-Friend Daily. Clips coming out later. Appreciate everybody for watching, listening, subscribing. It's your D-Friend. Peace.